All right, we are live. So sorry guys, I was just closing that garage. All right, so we are going to create a marble piece today. I am going to, it's going to be a very small amount of the black. We're gonna kind of play it by ear. All right, I don't really know what I want to do today other than have fun, meaning we're just going to experiment a bit. Can everybody see the colors? I mean, the cups. Where, guess what? Oh, that's too bad. My thermometer is inside. I'm going to have to go get it. All right, so trying to decide on a few different colors today. I'm going to go with this mica powder. What would we call this? I guess like a copper. I've never used it. This will be the first time I'm opening it up. I'm doing this over here because I didn't want all the dust of the mica powder to fly everywhere. This is how it looks inside. All right, let's go with this one. You know what? I'm gonna scoop some of it out. Okay, we're gonna go with about this much. Okay, and then I'm gonna close this up. It's a nice color. What do you think of this color? It's very rich. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to. Hey guys. Hi and good morning from Connecticut. Hi from Canada here, just outside of Toronto area. So we are making a resin marble piece. I do have a full video up on my channel. Actually, I think I have two of them, but where I really go step by step on how to do it. I just thought I would pop in and do a live. Yes, Canada, cool. All right, so I will show you what this mica powder looks like in the package. This is it here. It's like this copper color. And then this is how it looks once it's been mixed in the resin. Guys, I have been trying to grow this channel. I would love for you to subscribe. Okay, so this is the rose gold color. This is ink. I don't know. See, a big part of mixing resin, making resin art pieces, is mixing the right colors. So I think I'm gonna do, I love blue and copper together. So this is the ultramarine blue. So we're gonna go with that. I'm from New Hampshire. Hampshire. New Hampshire. That's awesome. Okay, so when you are using alcohol ink, you have to really shake it up. Okay, and here we have it. Let's go, what was that, 5 drops? Okay, again, we gotta mix it up very well. So when you use alcohol ink, you are left with a more transparent color. How do you pop the bubbles? With a torch, or do you just let them rise? So with this marble resin piece, because the resin has to sit, all the bubbles generally will rise to the top. So see, we're mixing really well. And I can kind of be more, not as careful, I guess, when mixing the resin. Like it doesn't really matter the speed because I am gonna let it sit and the bubbles will rise up. But I do have a torch as well as a heat gun. So you have to be really careful with if you're using a torch because you do not want to damage your mold, and you can also burn your resin. So you have to just be very careful and mindful of how much heat you're adding because it does raise the temperature of the resin and it could overheat it. All right, so let's scrape that off. I should have grabbed my napkins. Okay, so we have the blue and the copper. Okay, let's put that. Now, what other color do we want to go with, guys? We can either do just these two with the gold leaf, or we can add some white and see kind of what turns out, or we can add black, although where is my black? Hold on. Oh my gosh, my black, I thought I had my black out here. So you guys, you tell me. We can go with the white pigment paste. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do just a tiny bit of the white, and then we'll do clear for the rest. So I just have a really tiny bit of white. So you got to shake up your pigment paste. Ooh, it's hard to shake up pigment paste though. I'm still having trouble with drying. Sometimes a couple of days have passed and it's not completely cured. Okay, so guess what? Then you have mixed up your resin incorrectly. Because if you're using a 1-to-1 resin, hold on. Oh, that's quite a bit. If you're using a 1-to-1 resin, 24 hours really should be the cure time. And you should be able to take it out of the mold and it should be cured. If you were using a 2-to-1 resin, so see some of the pigment paste went on the side. I have to make sure that I get it off the side. If you were using a 2-to-1, then I would say 48 hours, but your resin should be cured after the 24 to 48 hours. And if it's not, your mixing ratios were probably off. It's really important to measure perfectly. Actually, the first piece I poured using this resin, so this one is the Tea Expert. I will put the links of all these products in the description after I post the video. Like, because this is a live, but it'll also sit on my channel. The first time I used Tea Expert, I was a tiny bit off and yeah, it didn't cure properly. So I really like to have measuring cups like this. So basically, if you're putting part A and B, I pour part B to the 4 exactly, and then I pour part A, the rest of it in so that it goes to the 8. Or for this pour here, I did 3 for part B, and then I poured resin over top that went up to the 6. So B to the 3 and A to the 6. And then you have equal parts. All right, so in this last container, I'm gonna do the gold leaf? What do you think? Gold leaf or just leave it? You know what? I'm just going to leave it clear. We're not going to do gold leaf. I do gold leaf all the time and we're going to leave it. So you can see the bubbles. So I am going to have to go get my heat gun. And then we're going to check the temperature. So because this is alive, guys, you're going to have to wait here with me while I get the other stuff, as well as waiting for the resin to heat up to the right temperature. So I will be right back. Oh my God, there's 14 people in here. That's so exciting. One sec, guys. All right, I'm back. The crazy part is I cannot find my thermometer. I'm not sure where it went. That is so strange. Because I have a few different stations where I set up my stations, where I do my pours, and I'm not sure why my thermometer is not just like right here. All right, I was gonna show you guys. Okay, first time in your channel and live stream, and I already like it. I think I can learn something by watching you. Yay! Thank you. All right, so this is one of the marble resin pieces. This one I use the bronze, white, black. I think that was, and I have a video of me making this piece. Okay, so this was how it turned out. Yeah, and then this was from the exact same pour. As you can see, there was a little bit too much white. See, I like how the detail on the back, but I wasn't super happy with the front. All right, so let's move that over there. And so there's a couple options for, oh yeah, here's my torch. As you can see, it is well loved. So let's move this out of the way. And you can see those bubbles, okay? So to turn this on, you just pop this down. Wow, look at that. Okay, so also you can turn it down. Okay, so see, I just popped all those bubbles. And same thing, we're gonna do it in here. Okay, let that sit. This one, we're gonna take out my stick. And then what I was gonna say about cleaning off your sticks, so you can reuse them, you can just do this. And then you can let it sit, and then you can use this again. And with these, okay, these sticks, you can either like let this sit and then it'll cure and you can peel it off, or you can clean it off right away. It's really up to you. There you go. And I also had one more, the blue one. That one is, you can still see some of the ink on that one, so we will have to clean that one after. All right, let's throw this in the garbage. And again, it's really hard to, if you're doing the marble resin pieces, you really do have to have a thermometer, the infrared thermometer, to pour at the right temperature. Okay, so I forgot to put the top on my lid. I mean the lid on the bottle. All right, so let's line these up. I didn't blast this one because it really doesn't have any bubbles. Answer the call. Okay, I'm gonna come right back, guys. I hope you can I hope you can come back to the live. I have to take that call. Okay, and this also has to sit anyway, so come back and check in, okay? Let me take this off. Let's see what we do here. Do I just close it? I actually don't know. It's the confusing part. Are you sure you want to stop streaming?